Hello and welcome to the MHR podcast. I'm Andy.
I'm Alice.
Alice, we've got a special episode this week. In fact, we've got a special topic for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, we're treating them.
We are treating them. So it is Festival of Work coming next week.
Yes, yeah, we're heading down, aren't we, to London?
We are, which is really good for the podcast. It's really good for what MHR are doing. It's really good for all things HR and payroll. So the CIPD Festival of Work is one of the obviously biggest events in the calendar for all things World of Work, right?
Yeah.
And we'll be joining them there. So at MHR we'll be there. We'll be there in multiple locations actually across the 2 days. But we'll be taking this podcast to the event.
They're letting us out the studio.
Yeah.
We've got our own little setup. No, I'm looking forward to it. I've not done one of these Festival of Works before.
I have not been to the Festival of Work either.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. So we're both going to be discovering what it's about.
Yeah.
Next week.
And I'm really looking forward to it. So obviously what we try to do on this podcast is talk about all things World of Work, right?
Yep.
We're trying to talk about topics that mean something to businesses, to employers, to HR managers, to payroll managers, all of that stuff. So to actually be able to have those conversations in a location surrounded by people in that world would be really exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with different types of people. I was just looking at the website for Festival of Work. So apparently they've got 7 stages.
Yeah.
And they've got guest speakers like Stacey Dooley.
Yeah.
I don't know that name. But we've got some special guests as well, haven't we?
We do, yes. So obviously, if you are going to the Festival of Work, you can come find us on a couple of locations. We're going to be on stand F74 and I40, which is where we're going to be holding our conversations from. But that will include very special talks from Dr. Joe Salter, MBE, and performance psychologist Jonathan Males. So we're going to be having a featured interview with those, which is really exciting. We're also going to be joined by Richie Maddock, who joined us for Disrupt HR as well. So 3 very special guest speakers joining us from the stand as part of the agenda for Festival of Work, what we're doing. As well, me and you are going to be having a few more special episodes that we're going to be recording.
Yeah.
So not only we're not just doing one podcast for the Festival of Work, we're basically going to be doing about 6 videos a day live from the Festival of Work. Yeah. So 10 minutes on each topic. We're going to be talking about AI. We're going to be talking about learning. We're going to be talking about payroll. We're going to be talking about the future of HR tech, what that means for businesses.
That's going to be a huge topic. I can imagine with all these stores, there's 180 plus exhibitors there. So it's kind of, you can imagine the magnitude of this event. But I think all these podcasts we spoke about so far this year, it's got to be coming up whilst we're there.
Well, we want to take it to another level while we're there, right? Because we're going to be a room full of people who want to talk about talent management, about onboarding, pre-boarding, all of these topics are going to be discussed as part of the official agenda of the Festival of Work. So we thought, why not go there and have our own discussions ourselves, see who we can bring in from the Festival of Work. There's going to be a lot of interesting people walking around. Let's try and get them on the couch, have a conversation with them, in the attempt that we continue to do what we're trying to do, which is hold meaningful conversations about the world of work, right? Yeah. So what better place to do it? We are literally camping up in the London Excel arena to have these chats. So you'll be able to catch it live. Well, live, right? We're going to be streaming these onto our website. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where you can find us. So if you're not at the Festival of Work itself next week, you can catch us online. It'll be on our website. We've got a special page for Festival of Work. And like Andy said, we're going to be kind of streaming straight to there. So you can keep an eye out, see how we get on. Neither of us have done this before, so it's but
we will be providing coffee, right? There'll be coffee on our stand if you need to keep up with us.
However you like your coffee, we're not making it. We should be clear about that part.
No.
We are not making your coffee. You don't want us doing that. But we can talk your ear off while you enjoy your coffee.
It's a fantastic opportunity to, if you follow the podcast, if you want to talk more about the topics that we discussed, to join us in person. We will literally have you on the stand and have a conversation with us. And to find out more about what we do here at MHR. So obviously we'll be delivering demos from our stands as well about what our products and our services do. But we'll be there to hold those conversations.
Yeah.
So actually, if you go onto the MHR website, there is a special Festival of Work page that we're promoting at the moment. And if you do want to meet us, you want to come and say hi on the day, obviously do. But if you want to book some time on our stand to come and have a conversation with us, have a demo, learn about what People First and what MHR can do to support you, you can do that in advance, and we can make sure that we get some time with you.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll repeat which stands we're on. So we're on I40 and F74.
That's right.
And it's not just Andy and I. We've got a magnitude of our experts there as well.
Yep.
So we've got different consultants. We've got
product experts. We've got members of our, account teams there to talk to customers who want to support. Come and see what we're doing as well. If you're already there, if you are an MHR customer, come and talk. We obviously want to say hello and see how you're doing. Yeah. But if you're considering what we want to do as well, we will be providing all kinds of free demos throughout the whole day. So it's a really good opportunity to learn about us, but. We're really keen to have you there and literally hold the conversations we do at the podcast. Yeah. See yourself as an honorary guest.
Yeah. Well, we want to learn from everyone else as well. I think these festivals are great for networking, aren't they? And I think even afterwards, they're hosting a bit of kind of like a reception, a drinks thing. So if you don't catch us during the day, come and say hi in a bit more of a maybe relaxed atmosphere there.
Well, we've wanted to take the podcast live for a while now. This is the perfect opportunity to actually do it at an event. So it's a really good thing to do. And also, it's worth thinking about actually what can we learn while we're there? Because this is the place where people go to learn about the future of the world of work, right? What is the Festival of Work going to tell us about? So not only will we be holding the discussions on the day, but on the end of the second day, we're going to be holding a special podcast, which will come out next week, which is what we learnt from Festival of Work. So we'll make sure we come back to you next week with all the learnings we've learnt to make sure that you're up to date with how the future of HR, payroll, finance, tech, all of that's working.
All the hot topics from the day.
Yeah.
But I think there'll be probably more than 10 minutes worth of a podcast at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to get at least 60 minutes from us for over the 2 days of episodes, but it's going to be good. So go on our website, check us out, book a demo if you want to, come and meet us, book a chance to have a conversation, and if you can't be there in person, follow us online. All of the episodes of about 6 we're going to do each day will go straight onto our website, and you can keep up to date with how the podcast is going live from the Festival of Work for those 2 days.
Definitely. And check in on the podcast at the end of the week to see how we find it at the Festival of Work. Fun times.
Yeah, and at least it means we'll be up to date with all the innovations that we can tell you about.
I know. Watch us rolling out with the podcast then. At that point.
Yeah, right.
See what comes from it. I look forward to it. No, it's come around quite quick, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. But it'll be really good. So, again, all the usual channels. Find us on socials, find us on our website, and if you are watching and you're going to attend, make sure you come and say hello. We'll happily grab a cup of coffee with you and have a chat.
Hope to see you there.
See you there.
Bye.